What are Brandon Rockers? 2 albums on the docket. One band. See a strain. Starting with They Said It For Me by Acacia Strain. Now, this is more of, the band is known for being more of like a metallic hardcore type of band. I can't really say deathcore, like just metalcore, I'd say. And for what they do compared to most bands, apparently they're good. And this is solid, and I guess most fans will like this. And the features aren't bad on this thing. I wouldn't say it blows my mind compared to some other bands that have come out earlier this year that are more in the metalcore scene. But what this record does is fine. I think it's good enough. Flourishing, Cast Blood, Chain, Fresh Bones, Teeth. I mean, they're all nice. And I was surprised by the way they ended things with the fade out of None of Us Asked to Be Here. But I think that also leads into what becomes of the next record. Overall, with this one, I'll go with a little. I forgot what I was going to call these. Keeping it. They're keeping it real. We're gonna put it up in the high spots where it's light to solid, keeping it real. I'm trying to think of the other term I was going to use, but yeah, let's go with that. That's what this record is. On to Failure Will Follow. Yeah, I said it right. But yeah. Well, you know what happened with the bird. Where the source was. Kind of morbid, eh? This album, they went a little doom. Possibly death doom? There's still like the core sound of they have, or maybe like a death and hardcore, death and doomy hardcore. Or at least a very Sabbathy influenced death and hardcore, I guess. I wouldn't say deathcore necessarily. It's not that. By no means. Or else I wouldn't be talking about this, honestly. Because unless it's like Whitechapel or something. Or some other stuff. Which, there are some other albums that come out I'll eventually get to, but not right now. Overall, I would say this album is amazing. Pillar of Salt is the part you're hearing, and there's a nice little cadence thing, and it's very death doomy. It didn't sound bad, but I wasn't entirely sure on it. And then Bassin of Vows does a good job of closing things out, but for me, the standout of this, because this is only a 3-track, it's more an EP, technically, but given the length of most of these songs, in fact, the longest song is literally the best song. At 17 minutes, a little clocking in over at least a second over 17 minutes. Possibly the best 17-minute track that isn't called Bog Walker. More of this, Acacia Strain. Keep doing what you've been doing before this particular album here on top of it. Please, for the love of God. Because it sounds like Deftones. When they bring their actual core sound into it on top of the southern sludgy stuff, they start this record on that sounds sort of like a cross between Crowbar and Sleep. And then it just adds that on top of some Deftones Have You Seen the Butcher type of fucking Diamond Eyes era tone. Levels of down-tuned guitars. More of that. More of that, please. Like, hell yes. Sign me the fuck up all day. Like, just for this track alone, I would already give this... I'm already considering this album because of this particular album possible contender. Or at least, like, maybe at least make top 10 at the very least. Yeah. Like, that track itself is that good. And the rest of the album's pretty solid, too. But, like, the fact that you make me more interested in the longest track on the record and not bore me to tears, yet alone the other tracks don't do anything to bore me to tears either, says something. That they are capable of doing doom and sludge. Overall, horns up, potential masterclass certification, at least for Bogwalker. For sure, man. Like, give that track a shot. Holy shit. That's definitely, like, I'm not kidding about what I'm comparing this to. You'll understand when you hear it. You'll agree with me completely. Holy shit. Just straight horns up on this. More of this, please. This is great. Beyond great. Like, I want to recommend this to some of my sludge buddies, you know what I'm saying? We want a little more sludge in their metal, you know what I mean? Or some Sabbath, you know. Some Sabbathy hardcore. Hell yes. And that's it, guys. What did you think of this album? Leave a comment below. Let me know. As always, guys, keep it random, keep it real, keep it rocking. See you next video. Take care, y'all.